Don't you think your pet deserves a special treat without all those ingredients you can't pronounce? Your pet deserves the best source of ingredients. I agree. That's why Hound House Treats is established to give your pet the best all-natural handcrafted treats packed with flavor. Try our chicken, turkey, and our pink salmon jerky. These products are 100% natural and USDA certified. It's prepared without no added hormones or steroids, no growth-promoting antibiotics, no artificial ingredients, flavors, or preservatives. Grain-free. Don't cheat your dog nutrients. Treat your dog to a healthy snack at www.houndhousetreats.com.
You are now tuned into 2111 Radio Show, hosted by our program director, Derek Scott.
So, welcome to 2111 Radio Show. I'm your host, Derek Scott. Look who I got with me. Mann Robinson is in the building. What up, brother? How you doing?
Yeah, man. How you doing today, man? Thanks for having me, too, by the way. Appreciate you.
Listen, it's an honor to have you here. So, let people know where you actually from. Where you originally from?
Detroit, Michigan, originally.
Oh, you from the D. Oh, I didn't know that. Wow. Okay, so the question I wanted to ask you before we get started with a lot of the stuff that we have, because we got a lot to cover. Was there anything else besides film that you was actually interested in doing before you just put it all into film?
Well, let's make an understanding first before we start talking about what business it is. My main goal in life was always to be a businessman, and that's my goal. Okay. So, film is just something that I ended up being good at. If I wasn't good at it, then I would have moved to something else.
Right. Oh, okay. That's straight. That's actually true, because you are an entrepreneur. You're doing multiple things. So, the question I have for you is about you. They say you're an author, so you actually have 2 books.
3.
Correct. 3 books. Damn. Okay.
Yeah. The third one is not released yet. It's releasing with the next movie.
Oh, check you out. We're going to definitely, like I said, you got some stuff going on. So this is actually the cover, y'all. So, Sober as Fuck, the new drink, the new drunk. I like that.
New drunk. Yeah.
The new drunk. I like that. So what went into the writing and the process of that particular book?
Well, it's just basically my I drunk a lot in a lot quantity and a lot occasion. Just a lot, period. But we all did. Everybody in my neighborhood did. My father did. All my niggas did. On movies, they did. Everywhere that I was around did. So that's just what we were. And that's just what we were. And just like with business or film or whatever, I'm very compulsive. So when I drunk, I just kind of went too far with it. All the while knowing that it wasn't never me. So once I finally talked to myself into, looking down on myself, then I just left it alone, because it wasn't never me. So
salute to you on that, man, because it's hard. A lot of people can't just stop. You understand? It takes a strong individual, because that is one addiction, and you wasn't addicted, but you knew you was doing it too much, and it had to stop. You understand?
Well,
so
I mean, when I stopped, it was overnight. But when I made the decision to stop, it took 10 years. I had one.
Ooh.
I wanted to quit drinking back in '04. I think it
Okay.
was. Oh, 2003. That's when I originally like, bro, I don't like this shit. And
Yeah.
then it, talking to myself and letting it go and getting it back when I first decided not to drink no more, I didn't have any DUIs yet. Maybe I had one like a warning. I didn't get
Right.
the ones until I was in the course of mentally getting ready to quit.
Wow. Check that out. Well, I'm happy, man. I'm happy for you. You understand what I'm saying? And, from that day forward, what has changed for you? I just wanted to get from the day you stopped, like completely, has everything elevated in your career and as far as in your business
No,
from that day?
no.
Nothing elevated?
Only thing that elevated is me stop getting in trouble.
I know that's
Yeah.
right.
No, that's
Uh,
real. I don't want people to think it's some type of magic. Your life will get better. My life was already dope. I was already doing businesses and all of that. It's just that
right.
I was just drinking while I was doing it and all these other things, and embarrassing myself and things like that. So I guess
Right.
my social stance got better. That's a fact.
Okay. Okay. I got you. That's definite. So now we're going to get into the first movie. So it's called Turn. Now you got this dope ass artist, man. My man, he played Biggie and Notorious. I think it's Jamal Woodlard.
Willard.
Willard, yes. He is, man, listen, I'm not understanding that this kid like came out of nowhere. And independently, I'm gonna tell you something. He shouldn't be independent. I'm tired of calling these movies independent because at the end of the day, they're films, man. They dope ass films. You understand? And
Independent is a good word to us though. That just means that
you
we
like,
don't need anybody. That's all it means. Yeah,
oh,
we
okay.
we
It is.
independent. We don't have the big dogs over us and telling us what to do. So we like when you call us independent. As long
Oh,
as you got the right,
listen.
as long as you got the right definition of what independent means, then we're good to go.
Oh, okay. No doubt. No
Yeah.
doubt. So how did that come about getting him into Turn? Because again, you have a process of getting actors. Was he the one guy that you actually wanted, or was it someone else to
No,
play
didn't
Rilla?
even. It wasn't even. Rilla wasn't even invented yet. He invented Rilla actually. Uh, he came to me
Wow.
to do an yeah. He came to me to do an interview for a documentary I was doing, which I never
Oh, okay.
released. And he was just about I was about to interview him for an interview because he actually didn't come out of nowhere. He actually was a rapper first before he did the Biggie movie, and
Right.
that's how he got the role as Biggie because he was a rapper. He knew Puffy and all of them. So when I was
Oh,
interviewing,
okay.
yeah. So when I was interviewing him, my interview with him was distinctly for the documentary. But when he heard what the reason for the documentary, he was like, "Bro," he said these words. He said, "That's cute." He said, "But you should make this a movie." Now,
Mm.
this is my first time meeting him, so I was like, boom, 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 boom. And I was like, word? He's like, yeah, I'll be the main character. I said, wow.
Whoa.
And then
Whoa.
he said, then we talked about it, we shook hands, and he was like, I'm gonna call myself Rilla. I was like, all right, bet. So then when he left my studio day, I started writing the script. So he birthed the movie.
Wow. Yo, that's crazy. So I'm gonna ask you this. So you write. So now when he said that, did you already have something in mind? Because you said about the interview, you had nothing in mind. You just wrote
Only
this script.
only thing I had in mind is shit that I had been through. And
Oh,
the documentary had some element where it was showing the dirtiness of the movie industry, music
yes.
industry.
Music.
So
Yeah.
far as a story, no, I didn't even know I was going to write a movie to that thing until he said that. And then the movie that I was shooting, I stopped shooting it right there and went to that one, which which ended up being the reason I'm here right now. So
Check that out. Exactly. So
yeah,
damn. So yeah, so these was a couple of, so when you wrote this, these was things that happened. It's a dirty industry. Music industry is dirtiest and grimiest industries on the planet. And your character, Courtney, if I'm not mistaken, you was the manager. And one of the most up straight dudes, tell him, listen, cats was trying to take his, pay him. You was like, listen, bro, you need to pay Rilla his money. You got to pay this, bro. Or else. You kept telling people and they didn't listen. And every time they didn't listen, Rilla made them pay. So going into that, you from the D, you from Detroit. Mm-hmm. What part of Detroit you from? And was it to a point where it was things like that happening around you?
That's a real question. Yeah.
No. Let me tell you, it's a question, but I already know. I just wanted to hear from you, basically.
That happens in all our black urban areas, no matter where it is. But there was one part of Turn 1 that happened for real, and I was inside the house. That's when they shot up the wrong house. I was in there. I was in the house when these dudes shot up the wrong house. Well, I was in the house that caused the retaliation shootout, and the retaliation shootout, they shot up the wrong house. So yeah, that was there in my
Wow, that's crazy. And then from that movie, you actually made Super Turn.
Yeah.
And that actually, for those who don't know, that this movie is on Amazon. Both movies on Amazon, but Super Turn is on Peacock. Mm-hmm. Correct? Yeah. It's on Peacock now, right? And that's why I checked it yesterday. And Super Turn is the part 2 to it, because I don't want to give because a lot of people told me they want to see it, so I didn't want to give anybody too much. But this is actually the reason I wanted to ask you about part 2, because I actually had Dennis White on my show a couple of months ago, and he played the officer Carruthers, Detective Carruthers, if I'm not mistaken. And I told him, I said, man, you played the dirtiest damn man. I told him, you played the dirtiest damn cop I've ever seen. He is too cool, brother. But that movie, I'm telling you, you nailed that. I'm telling you, writing, the actors, the people that you picked, the process of you picking these actors that you had in these movies, is like those parts belong to them. It's like they are these people. They did just played a dope. Everybody played their position in these movies. So the process, how do that process go as far as you picking people? Do you know, or they just come in for like auditions?
Well, Turn 1 was different. Turn 1 was like a carnival. It was like everybody was coming on their own. I never even put out a casting call for that movie. It just, once me and Rilla started, you got me calling Rilla. Me and Gravy, that's his nickname. Once we started filming, people just started coming and asking for roles. So I would just like cast like the girl, the girl, the gangster girl that's in there, Shay Mack.
Yeah, Shay Mack. She was on Love and Hip Hop, if I'm not mistaken, with Stevie J. I remember her.
Right. So when she came, she said, man, can you just make me a killer? All right. And I just wrote. So it wasn't no script. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. It wasn't no script. I was writing as people were coming on the first one. And
that's crazy.
So that's how everybody would develop. And then Dennis on the first one, that was my first time meeting him. And he came with that hat. He came with that jacket. He came with that tie. He came with the cocaine idea. He came with all of that. I wrote the scenes, but he came with that making the character even more dirtier than what I originally wrote. So then when we did part two, it was just, I kind of wrote to it now because we already had a character involved.
Damn. So now part 2, now it was a part of there that my son actually wanted me to ask you this question. Courtney, why you mess with his woman? We was like, yo, the coolest dude on the show, and he got caught up with with Rilla's ex. And it's like, how did that part right there kind of put some more to the story? Because it was like, that's your man, that's his ex. And it's like, he knew I think you said something. It's something that you said in the movie that gave him the hint. I forgot what it was, but it's the way you greeted people in the movie. And he figured out, wait a minute, it's something, I forgot what it was, but she said it on the phone. And he was like, he looked at her like, man, that's my man on the phone. He already knew. So when you called him and say he was full of shit, he was like, yeah, because I know such and such and such. So that to me was a scene that we thought you two were just going to go at it. Yeah. Because you actually fought in the first one. Yeah. And I said, damn it. I said, don't let him top of you. I tell everybody, these big guys, man, don't let him get on top of you. You can't let him get on top. I said, damn it, he's getting my man. But you was just one of the coolest guys on the show. That's what was so crazy about it. And the fact that he jumped on you, we was like, wait a minute, he's starting to wild out now because you was literally trying to help him through the whole damn movie. You
Right.
understand? So Rilla was a real. He was. I know a lot of people like him. Put it that way, because I'm from New York. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, and we get that vibe with a lot of people. You understand? And Rilla was just one of the realest cats on in the film. I'm telling you, that part is just dope. He played an excellent part. So, but in two, like I said, the scenes that you had, there was really good scenes. I think you had Tori Hart in that as well. She was Rita, right?
She's in both of them.
She was in both of them, exactly. She played a hell of a part. Well, damn. So how did she came in as the same as not even auditioning? She just wanted to be in a part of the show.
Yes, man. Her manager emailed me in 2015, and
Wow.
he emailed me. I didn't know who he was talking about because my email was doing that back then. I
Of
mean,
course.
pretty much everybody that was in the show was either from an email or phone call. But I seen her name, and I actually flew out to her house the next morning because, you know, and
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, we made her. I went at her kitchen table is when we made up her
Uh-huh.
name and everything. That's why it's Robinson because of my last name. So we made it up right there on
I
site.
I knew it. I knew it. I
Yeah.
sat there last night. I said Robinson, Rita Robinson. I'm thinking, wait a minute, maybe he put the name Robinson because of such and such. And damn it, you 100% right. I think it worked. And she played a good role in that movie. You had Benzino. You had a lot of people, industry people in this movie, man. And in two, you kind of elevated. If I could say, the film looked even better, and it was the story just got bigger. And I'm sitting there going, wait a minute, this guy is really knowing exactly what he wanted. The lens that we see in these films, the quality of the writing, that's what I like. I like quality written movies. And
Right.
Turn and Super Turn, I'm telling you right now, those are some dope ass movies. So congratulations to you on two of my favorites. I'm telling you, bro. We looked at these movies all the time. So trust me, me and my audience right now, but it's to a point where all I do is look at Tubi, Amazon, Peacock. So I'm gonna definitely run into Man Robinson. If you go to any of these, I'm gonna run into films. It's just happening.
Yeah.
So now, about your studio, you actually have your own distributing studio,
Mm.
correct? You actually have your own studio. So what do that entail? Because I don't really know that part of the business. So basically, if I had a script, I could come to you and your writers, and we could sit down, get it together, and probably if it's good enough, you could be like, listen, we could put this and make it a movie. Is that correct or no?
No, no,
Okay.
no,
So talk
no,
to me.
no. So I got scrapes and bruises everywhere, and I'm not sharing those scrapes and bruises with nobody. So
I know
if
that's right.
you bring a script, you got to have your own money because
Okay.
I can write my own script. So if I'm gonna put that much energy towards anything, I'm gonna put them towards the ones I did, or
Right.
it's for a cause of somebody that. But to put the word out there that I'm gonna do that, I'm just being real with you. I'm not gonna do that.
Good.
But somebody came in with a dope enough script, I will come in and EP it, which would mean I like come in with the props, help get the actors distributed, things like that. As far as coming
Okay.
to me for money, that's never gonna happen.
Oh no, that's
Not
right.
not 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 from, not from somebody just like out of nowhere and say, hey, I
Right.
got the script. Can you produce it? No, you got it. It's bumps and bruises in this game. You know what I'm saying? At
Right.
least you got to come with the script. I mean, you can't have a movie without a script. Script is very important,
Right.
right? But we got more scripts than we got movies, so you
That
got
is
to have
true.
more. You got to have more than the script when you come to spine. You got to have somebody locked in. You got to have half of it shot even. You got half the budget, something, and that's everybody. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna be the pawn to put the word out there that I'm about to act like that because it's not true.
No, that's right.
Right.
Okay, um so now I'm looking. I've been doing some research. So you have some movies that's in development, if I'm not mistaken. This one that I see that's all over the internet. I wanted to talk about it before I get to the next film. It's called Cell Phone. Now, I don't know what's going on, but the actors that you have in this movie, it's something that it raised everybody's eyebrow. Like, wait a minute, this looks like a hell of a movie. So, Tell me, if you can, just tell me a little bit about that particular
Well,
movie.
I wrote Cell Phone. I found out I was a good writer probably around right before the pandemic, or maybe the first few months of the pandemic. That's when I found out I was good. You know, being a writer is one thing, but actually understanding how the stories move together. You got to remember that we're not really trying to do something that somebody's teaching us. That's not what we're really trying to do. What we're trying to do is emulate the human brain and how the human brain takes in things. So those story formats are developed in that way. And a lot of people don't know that. They think it's just some white dude or some older black dude that's telling us, you got to do this, we got to do it. No, what they're doing is saying this is how the mind takes in what you're trying to write. And if you leave this out, the human mind will have more trouble understanding the story. Wow. And once I figured that out, that was like the first couple of months of the pandemic, crazy. So I wrote Cell Phone doing it. So I wrote Cell Phone doing that, and everybody that reads the script is saying what I'm saying now, and that's why it's moving like it's moving.
Listen, the buzz is out there. I saw it. I'm sitting there going, "Oh, what the hell's going on?" This looked like one of those films that it's going to be big. I can feel it. And you got Erica. What's her name? Erica Peoples.
Erica Peoples, yeah.
She is man. Listen, when I seen her on, I'm sitting there going, "Wait a minute, this is going to be interesting," because she's a dope actress. She really is. She's really a dope actress, and you have a lot of dope ass actors and actresses. So now the process, people not just coming in now is like more of you can pick and choose who you want now, correct?
Yeah.
You can pick and choose now. It's like everybody know who Mann Robinson is. If you don't know who Mann Robinson is, you're under a rock somewhere. You have to know who this guy is. You understand? So the thing is, right now, you get into a certain point now, you can pick and choose. You got, just like I said, it's a lot of things. So now we're gonna get into this movie. I'm gonna play the trailer of it. It's called 110.
It's called On 10.
On 10. I said 110. On 10. We're gonna play this trailer. We're gonna come back with my man. But just y'all check it out. Check it out. This is very interesting. I definitely can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see it.
You think that they have somebody on the force that's helping them, like a detective or a judge?
Not sure. But if that's the case, then they have every reason to take the risk.
That's exactly what I'm afraid of.
I'm gonna get you up out of here, Pops.
So I need a conviction like yesterday.
Can't convict anyone if I don't have anybody to try.
What do you want?
See, you've been hanging around known criminals.
I'm on Size Warlock and you and yours refuse to bend the knee.
Don't you ever cross me.
Don't worry, man, I'm packing.
All right.
We're gonna use this trick in the book.
Which is?
We're gonna follow the fucking money.
You had some out-of-town nigga following me.
You know where the nigga at?
I done followed him to some old janky-ass motel.
He ain't coming back.
I'm also called the Reaper. You heard of that? But the thing is, bro, like, I don't know why folks call me that, because I'm like the nicest person under different circumstances.
Ooh. That's a crazy dude, yo. I'm sorry. Yeah, so that it you know, when you see a trailer, sometimes they're okay, but some trailers give you those little goosebumps. It's like, wait a minute, it's so much that's gonna go into this. I could feel it, and it's like I want to know, when is this coming out? How can we see it? Like, I'm interested because I'm a fan of your work. So, tell me about this movie, please.
Well, this is a TV show. It's not a movie.
So it's a TV series.
Yeah, 6 episodes, and it's
wow.
It's actually the first project that I started filming back in 2012. When I put it to the side, like I just told you, I put it to the side. When I was ready to come back to it, I rewrote it, made it different, because I just told you I learned how to write better.
Yeah.
But it's just about a guy. If you could think of Black Dexter, I mean, that's the best way I can describe him. And he has his misbalance in life because his father was hit with the RICO when he was 1, and he felt like the only reason his father was even doing that because he didn't have generational wealth, and he don't really feel like it's his grandparents or mother's fault that he didn't have generational wealth. He feel like it's the other people's fault because they just pushed us out there. So he's looking to obtain generational wealth through the things that they don't want us to attain it through, but not cocaine, because cocaine is what sent his father away. But anything else like legal marijuana and things like that he wants to obtain. So along the way, people that's not as rational as he is, even though he is still unrational in some points, but when it comes to knowing exactly what life is, he knows it. So he doesn't like people who sell cocaine. So if they get in his way, they turn clear to him. He don't see black and white anymore. So they turn into whatever his enemy is. If you're harming the black community, you don't have a race anymore.
Oh my goodness.
So then
that's why concept.
Well, that's why he looks so crazy.
Yeah, he is. I think he was in Super Turn.
That's when I first met him, Super Turn. He came in and
he was a Super Turn. Yeah. He's, man, it's a hell of a concept. Like you said, it's a mind thing. And what I'm noticing is that you already captured me and my family, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck. You already captured us with certain movies, so you good with us. And the concept what you just explained is something that everyone's not doing. You understand? And that's like you said, you're not doing what other people are doing. You're doing your own thing. And these movies is actually getting to a point where they're getting better and better. And this is going to be a TV series. That's the crazy part. A 6-part series. And it's like, yo, listen, at the end of the day, we definitely going to be checking it out. So now, we definitely going to check that out. I'm not even, listen, we're fans. And like I said, whatever you need as far as a promotion, again, what we do on 2111 Radio and all our platforms, if you got something coming, let us know. We'll put it in our stories or whatever. I don't know if you've seen anything as far as in the promotion for this, but people was asking me questions about Mann Robinson. And actually, Dennis White, L.A. White, told me, yo, you need to get Mann Robinson on your show. So, shout out to my man Dennis, because, he's definitely a dope actor. And, I appreciate him for actually shouting you out, for real. But so now, what's going on with this movie? I think I have a picture of it. This is because it's kind of crazy. I wanted to see this. Let's see, here it is. I'm gonna put this up and talk to me. This.
So I wrote that movie. I wrote that movie back in. Oh, hold on 1 second for me, bro.
Mm-hmm. This shit crazy.
I wrote that back in 2016.
Wow.
And the reason I wrote it is because, I mean, if you watch Super Turn, I didn't want to get. I'm the same filmmaker. Like I wanted it to show something different. So I wrote that, showing something different. But again, I didn't get good at writing in 2020. So I rewrote it. I actually shot that movie already. I shot that in 2017. But I deleted it. Yeah, I deleted it though, because it was
okay.
Like, I rewrote it and shot this. This is I appreciate all the compliments on the other movies, but this is the one. When you see this one, this
really
it's pretty good.
Y'all heard it here first. We're definitely gonna get into that. So what's next for Mr. Robinson? Because again, you have so many things that's about to happen. I already seen some little skits. I've seen things like I said, the movie Cell Phone, this movie, the TV series. But what's next? Because I mean, you really doing your thing, bro. I'm gonna keep it above. You're doing your thing.
I mean, it's not. I'm not doing anything more different than anybody else. It's just, except for I'm not scared. A lot of people are scared of what society wants you to be scared of. That's a way to kind of hold you into being workers and going to 9 to 5s and all that. I'm not scared of that. I don't give a fuck about none of that, and I never have. So me having that, it gets crazy because you don't get the same support as you do if you were scared of it. Like you don't get
Right.
the health care and the 401ks and the loans, all that stuff doesn't happen when you do it the way I did it. It comes back later, obviously, but it's definitely a rough road. But as far as projects, I mean, I have 3 documentaries that are,
Damn.
and I can't
I
even,
know.
yeah,
I know.
yeah. And I
Damn.
put it to you like this: the biggest documentary of our time in the last 10 years was what? What do you think it was?
If I'm not the biggest documentary,
Yeah,
damn.
for our culture, what was the biggest one?
Damn, it's so many. It's so
No,
many, bro.
not good ones. The biggest one that had the most impact, shocked the world the most.
My brain is
The R. Kelly,
fried right now. Who?
the R. Kelly, so
It
surviving R. Kelly.
actually. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this is
I
bigger than
saw
that.
that.
Yeah.
And this is bigger than that. You telling me that the documentary that you're about is bigger than the R. Kelly one?
Two of them bigger than that. Two
Come
of them
on,
bigger than his. And then the other one, the other one is it's a hip hop drawn documentary that's I woke up this morning, couldn't believe I was the one that had it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Look at you,
it's
man.
pretty. So
Listen.
so those are coming this year. So
Listen, man. Like I said, it's fascinating. It's a fascinating thing to see a man like you in your position to be able to do what you want. Like we don't get that opportunity often, and you got to work really hard to get to where the point that Man Robinson is in right now. You have to go through, like he said, bumps and bruises, and a lot of damn, it's crazy. Late nights and no sleep. This guy and what's going on right now, we starting to really see his vision. Your vision is real clear to us because, like I said, I'm a fan. My family, we all my friends, we look at a lot of the movies that you and put out, and what's going on is that we're waiting for the next one, and that is what the world's going to start being. When is his next movie coming out? Because we want to see it. That's where you're going to catch a lot of people with.
well, I'm going to add to that point. I'm glad you said that because I identified my fan base right around, I don't know, probably right around the pandemic as well. I kind of figured out who my fans were, right? And I realized quick that my fans are filmmakers. They're not film goers. They're not film goers. They're film makers and film actors and things like that. These are the people that root me on and listen to me. And to your point, I understand the content switches that. So it's going to be a point that I'm highly anticipated for, is what you just said, when now the moviegoers are waiting for Man Robinson along with the filmmakers. And that is the point when you really feel like, okay, I am doing something. Because if you look at my movies, all of them have a message in it. And you asked me a question earlier. Yeah, you asked me a question earlier that's very important for me to answer. You asked me, why would a good guy like Courtney take Rilla's woman?
Yeah.
Well, let me answer that. Rilla and him were not boys. He was his manager, and he was married to his sister.
Yeah.
In the first movie, sister went away, whatever, and they beefed. Everybody hated Rilla. So Rilla said he loved her in the first movie and all that, but it wasn't real love. So when you have real love, I wanted to show people that it doesn't matter. It could be God. It could be the devil. You're gonna cross whoever to get to that person you love.
That love.
If that's really, really what it is. And really, when he looked and seen, when he said, "What up, though?" on the phone, when he seen when he seen that, and he realized that this woman has never talked to him like this before, and he realized, not only did he realize that somebody loved him, which was Rita, he also realized in that same moment, oh shit, they love each other for real.
Yeah.
All this society says you shouldn't date this person because you know this, that. All that goes out the window when this kid
does.
And that's why Courtney he wasn't a bad guy for that. He just couldn't help it. Like she said, I can't turn this off.
Yeah. So thank you. I know my son is in the live right now talking about, okay, you got to understand that. It's actually the perfect damn answer to that question. And
well, that's the truth. You got it. sometimes we say we love somebody just to get that, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes,
Oh, you already know.
probably most of the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Sometimes if you got a good girl, sometimes you marry her just so you can, that's
Yeah,
just
no
how.
doubt.
But when you got real love, nothing matters, my dude. Like, it don't matter if
No.
it's really gonna kill me. It don't matter if the world hate me.
That's right.
This is what I gotta have, and that's real love. I want to show the audience what real love was. And Courtney and LaDonna, they was in love for real.
That was love. That's dope. Yo, that's dope. See, I know what real love is. I've been married for 33 years.
So do I. I've been married for 2, going on 3. Well, actually,
Yours?
Three.
Oh,
3.
okay. There you go. Listen, let me tell you something.
That's how I knew what to. Hey, that's how I knew what to write, man. Come on.
I know that's right. You killed that. You kind of killed that, bro, because we were sitting there, and then at the end, we seen that he got with Rita, and it was like, oh shit, like they finally got together. Like, what the hell? So yeah,
if you look at that, I paid a lot of attention to that scene. You look at Rita and Rilla were way over here. Courtney and LaDonna were way on the other side.
Over there.
The boy ran over to them, so they
yes,
showed
he
their
did.
unit. I showed my unit here. We don't have to shake hands or nothing.
No.
We get it, and then that's how the movie went off.
Yeah, that was dope. That was dope. Yo, so listen, it's been a pleasure, bro. I'm telling you, you're a dope individual. You're dope. You're a dope filmmaker. You're an entrepreneur. You're a writer. Listen. You do a lot. You got a lot of hats. You got a lot of damn hats. How do you find time? That's what I want to. And you're married. How do that work?
Well, I mean, I met my wife on Tyler Perry's set, so she get it. She knows the industry up and down, and she's a line producer for all the movies. She also is the treasurer and she does the human resources for the studio. So I got that. If she wasn't in it, it'd probably be a lot harder. But a lot of things that you guys are going to see is something that I've already done in the last. So I haven't been releasing when I shoot. I've been holding them to the right time. So now in this next quarter coming up, it's going to look like I'm dropping. But all I'm doing is breaking the seal. And and I continue with the same amount of work. Like today, I wrote 2 pages of a script, so I just have the same amount of work on each item every day.
Okay.
When it starts to come out, I will be in a position where, I'm shooting like a production line. We
exactly.
Shoot 3, 4 movies a year, but we already shot those last year.
There go my son right there. You answered that question about the love. He said, "Now I understand." Okay, exactly. He's in the That's my son right there. He just told me, he understand. Now he understand exactly, because the way it looked is not what it actually was. Because we sat there and was kind of upset at the point, but when you sat here and explained exactly what it was, I said, "Wait a minute, it's kind of right. Like you're 100% right. Nothing's gonna stand in a man's way or a woman's way. It was real love." Like you said, a lot of guys be like, "I love you" from the first damn day. Doesn't mean it's true. You understand? Don't mean it's true.
So to have your son do this, do me a favor. If you watch it again, just wait till the scene where you see me and her together for the first time.
Yeah.
Don't look at me. Look at her face the whole time. She tells it all.
She does. She does.
Yeah, you understand why.
She did.
Yeah.
I did see that. She was definitely in love with you. So that, like I said, man, you be. I think you be mind killing us. Your brain, you be got our brains going crazy because, at the end of the day, it's so many ups and so many downs, and you take one scene and you flip it, and it's like I'm sitting there going, wait a minute, I can't stop looking at it. And again, the people that's in the audience right now, this is the first time they're actually seeing Mann Robinson. So people are here, they sitting here shouting you out, and again, it's dope. I'm the first time I'm meeting them.
What up, people? What's going on, people? What's up?
You know what I'm saying? So where's your actual studio at right now? The whole thing, is it Detroit?
No, it's downtown Atlanta. Well, I do have an office in Detroit, but the studio itself is in Atlanta. Yep, Atlanta, Georgia, downtown.
Oh, okay. Nice. Listen, hopefully I can get to Atlanta and come see you. Man, listen, I'm fascinated if I could actually come to Atlanta and see you in action. I've never done it before, but I would like to see the behind the scenes stuff. Hopefully, I could get there and see something because it looks fascinating and it looked like it's a lot of work. I was, bro, I would stay out of the way. I would really be like in the cut, like way back somewhere, just to see the behind the scenes stuff. So if I come to Atlanta, I'll probably hit you up and be like, if it's possible, I could come and see y'all filming or whatever it's gonna be. Would that work?
Yeah, that'll work, man. Come on through, man. I mean, you're gonna love it because everybody's shooting out here. So even if it's not me, you're gonna see it. It's a beautiful thing, man. It's beautiful.
Wow, that's crazy. And the fact that it's yours. It's yours. Look, see, you know what I'm saying? It's yours. You work so hard. It's yours. I'm so proud of you, bro. Like I said, at the end of the day, we men, you understand? And we know the struggles that we go through as men. And for you to be in this moment right now, as far as in being this entrepreneur, being this businessman, coming from the D, you understand? You don't get these opportunities, man. And for you to be successful in what you're doing, man, it's just I wanted to give you roses today because again, this is just the beginning of what Man Robinson is doing. Y'all, you killing it, bro. In my book, you killing it, and you all over Amazon. You see you everywhere. You everywhere.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, you everywhere, man. That's crazy. So, again, man, it's been an honor having you. I want to let you go because you probably got to write some more scripts or.
I just got to answer these calls. That's all. They text me right.
I already know. I'm sitting. I see it. You know, every now and then you'll peek down like, oh, somebody not text them. But I wanted to give you your roses today, man. And I tell you what, when the documentary come out that you was telling me about, please come back. Word.
You're gonna know. You're gonna know as soon as it drops. You're gonna say, okay. All right.
Wow. Yeah, I want to bring you back. I definitely would like to bring you back, man, because these people, you know, like I said, I'm a true fan. It's finally got a chance to acknowledge someone like you to come here to be independent. I don't get that chance with the higher ups. They're not looking for 2111 radio. You understand? But for you to be independent, for my show to be independent, my radio show to be independent. Matter of fact, if you want any ads, if you want to put an ad on my radio show, I have a radio broadcast. You want to put any ads like what you want, something coming soon or anything, hit us up. It's free because you're Man Robinson at the end of the day. And we want to support you as a brand. You understand? So definitely hit me up. Tell your people to hit me up if y'all want to put a commercial out for any, you know, like you guys have these film teasers you put, you know, whatever it is. Let me know. We'll put it on the radio and run that shit. It's a 24-hour radio station, so we don't turn off. There's no turn off button. It just runs. So I would definitely want you to do that. Yeah, you understand? So, but I'm gonna let you go, man. And again, everybody that came to the show, as y'all see, I had them here. You know, we was talking about it for a minute. I had them. I got them. Our family probably in the front. They're in the front right now looking on YouTube. But at the end, I got you here, and it's been a pleasure, brother. It really has.
All right, man. Thanks for having me, man. I'll be back.
Yes, sir. All right, bro. You take it easy.
All right, you too.